Arguments over the Trans-Pacific trade deal went from flying sex toys to verbal mudslinging during Parliament's opening session of the year today. As political editor Corin Dan explains, it's clear the controversial agreement is going to meet strong opposition as it's pushed through the lawmaking processes.
The 6,000-page TPP text rolling into Parliament, with one of its biggest supporters attacking his Labour opponent for jumping on the anti-TPP bandwagon.
Every Labour leader in the last 20 years exports TPP, except the current one.
Two of those former leaders, David Shearer and Phil Goff, still support it and are still in Labour's caucus. John Key says it shows TPP means something different for Labour.
We think TPP, we think Trans-Pacific Partnership. They think two-position party.
But Andrew Little was back for Parliament's opening to give as good as he got.
They are a party of the elites. They are a party of the self-interested.
And he says National's done its own backtrack over Auckland City rail link, pointing out the minister who got hit with a sex toy at Waitangi on Friday once rubbished the rail link.
Here's the master of flip-flops, let's face it, after Friday. Now, he said, that's pouring money down the hole.
However, the TPP clearly had Mr Little fired up.
There has been an absolute and abject failure of political handling of the TPPA by that government. They have been diabolical. They would not keep New Zealanders informed.
The TPP text will now be considered by MPs before enabling legislation is introduced. And while Labour says it might be able to support bits of that legislation if it deals with things like tariffs, the reality is that the TPP has smashed a consensus between the two major parties on trade.
So that's disappointing.
For long-time opponents of deals like the TPP, though, the fight goes on.
The deal is not done yet. There are still a number of countries that need to ratify it. There's a lot of legislation that has to be passed. So there is still a chance to drag this out and really dog John Key and National over the next few years.
Nevertheless, National has the numbers to pass the TPP legislation, and it's likely to be done by the end of the year. Corin Dan, One News.